Hi everyone, welcome to my channel License to Roam, where I'll be providing content on football tactics and analysis on European football and the beautiful game from across the globe. All right, for this analysis, I'll be focusing on Liverpool midfielder Wataru Endo, who's been in great form lately and is set to be a huge miss for Liverpool while away at the Asian Cup with Japan, given his exceptional recent form. Having demonstrated his quality in all phases of the game on his way to winning the club's Player of the Month award for December, Endo's excellent recent form has been a huge boost for the title-chasing Reds. After being steadily integrated into the fold by Jurgen Klopp since joining from Stuttgart in the summer for 16 million, the Japanese stars impressively grasped his chances to impress following some key injuries for Liverpool during his 7 straight starts. Obviously, Klopp was full of praise for the diminutive central mid when recently speaking, but was also somewhat frustrated by losing him when he heads off to the Asian Cup after gathering such positive momentum. He said it's a bit of a shame how he found his feet and now he goes to the Asian Cup, but that's how it is. It's fine. What a boy and what a player, and very important. At least in January, we have to play more or less without him. But at the moment, I'm really happy for him. It took a little bit of time to show how good he really is, but now we can see it, and I'm really happy about that. Fulfilling a lifelong goal of playing in the Premier League, it was fascinating to hear his insight into his adaptation and the key differences between the Bundesliga and the Premier League. To play in the Premier League is my dream, so I'm really enjoying playing football for Liverpool, explained the 30-year-old Endo. Of course, to move to a big club is very difficult to adapt to, but as a football player, everyone also wants to play in front of the big crowds. So for me, it was a big decision, yes, but it was my dream, so it's an amazing move for me. Physically and in terms of speed, everything is different between the German League and the Premier League, in my opinion. The German League, tactically, they are very focused on details, but the Premier League is very tough, and they always try to play forward. Excelling both offensively and defensively, Endo's work in possession is a nice place to start. So comfortable receiving all over the pitch due to his superb scanning, classy touch, and resistance to pressure. This gives him the platform to either retain the ball, weave away from danger, progress attacks, bypass opposition presses, and get the ball into Liverpool's more dangerous attackers. Extremely strong and boasting a low centre of gravity to withstand challenges while keeping his balance. This, in alliance with his composure and knowledge of how to alter his posture when inheriting possession, ensures foes have a tough time dispossessing him. Enjoying driving ahead on the dribble to gain territory, outfoxing challenges, and drawing out adversaries, this is another valuable element of his game that allows him to breathe life into attacks on transition and in more methodical approach play. Also an outstanding passer who can break the lines to carve through opposition blocks, switch the play, strike wonderful through balls in behind and down the channels, and engaging crisp combination play in close quarter under duress. There's already been a host of occasions where his outstanding distribution has caught the eye, such as the ones that are coming up on your screen now. Weighting his passes nicely and so accurate, Endo's been a handy chance creator, as his confidence, vision, and decision-making see him typically make sound calls when to keep it simple or go for the more expansive option. His goal threat also warrants mention, which was seen heavily in the Bundesliga as well, for he gets into dangerous areas and is a very handy finisher, which unquestionably elevates his menace, something his sublime strike versus Fulham evidenced aptly. A major contributor when Liverpool are building out from the back, he occupies quality areas to help beat the press directly or through third-man combinations, just like he did at Stuttgart as well. Aware and awake to teammates, opponents, and vacant spaces, he smartly positions himself to connect passages, support wide attacks and central attacks, and to disrupt opposition marking schemes. Happy receiving centrally in the half spaces and deeper or in more advanced areas, he gives the Reds terrific balance and offers himself as a fine reference point to reset attacks, as he always finds pockets between the lines no matter where they are. Tactically flexible and familiar with operating in a variety of midfield roles, it's little wonder he's adjusted pretty smoothly to Klopp's demands in possession, with him notably giving them control, enabling them to dictate proceedings and allowing the offensively minded players to wreak havoc upfield. Meanwhile, on the defensive side, he's been equally important, for he set the tone wonderfully for his colleagues to follow with his determination, commitment, tenacity, and ball-winning prowess. Never afraid to put his body on the line for the team. It's fantastic to watch him pressing and counter-pressing with such intensity, assertively applying his interventions and being on hand to assist teammates by tracking back diligently or taking on marking assignments. So good at reading the play, breaking up attacks, and recovering loose balls, plus so good at covering the turf and being situated in the right place at the right moment to fill passing lanes to chime in with vital interceptions. Opponents have found him quite the formidable obstacle. Despite standing just 178 centimetres, his aerial ability has been a huge bonus as he's transferred this part of his game over nicely, picking up the ball's trajectory and speed sharply, He's so strong in the duels as well. He times his leaps to win the second balls and prevent opponents prevailing easily in such instances. It's quite impressive seeing a player of this size do so well in this regard. While he's aggressive and likes to impose himself on matches, the way he usually chooses wisely when to drop back, step up, shift across, take on a runner, or communicate with his teammates adds to his worth. Proving an ideal addition to Klopp's side and looking like one of the shrewdest signings from last summer's transfer window, the highly experienced, multifaceted Endo is ticking all the boxes for what his manager wants from a player in his position. Settling in successfully and finding his groove after being steadily eased into the fray, there's no doubting the Asian Cup comes at a bad time for both him and the club, where he could potentially miss both legs of Liverpool's EFL Cup semi-final with Fulham, obviously that FA Cup clash with Arsenal, which has just happened, and key league fixtures against Arsenal, Chelsea, Bournemouth and Burnley if Japan make it to the final. Obviously with praise rightfully flowing in for the relentless, skillful and intelligent midfielder courtesy of his accomplished performances. The Reds will certainly be keen to get him back after his international exertions as quickly as possible in their quest for glory domestically and in Europe. All right, that's the end of the analysis. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video and have a great day. We'll see you on the next analysis.